folks, this is Nick Stowell with Stowells Outdoor. I thought I'd do today is go over a small belt fire kit. This was made for me by Todd Sarah. He made the bag. I put the components into it with some of the stuff he provided. Anyway, got some fat wood, flint and steel kit. At the very bottom, has some jute. Hudson Bay tobacco tin with the magnifying glass. And inside here, I got all sorts of good stuff. Alright, I got some micro infernos, a candle stub. And what was that just fell out? Another micro inferno. I got like 3 micro infernos in here. Woohoo! Time to replace that lighter. Look at that. Get into your kit and test it. It's alright. I've got another lighter in here somewhere. There we go. What's the saying? 2 is 1, 1 is none. I got a dead lighter in my kit. Imagine that. So, and of course, small, I'm going to say this is like a 3-inch. That's about a 3-inch by 3/8 ferrule rod. So as you can see, I got a lot of different ways to start a fire in here. And it's been raining off and on all day, misting mostly. The ground's really good and wet. So it's a good opportunity for me to try out my little fire kit, right? So let's get after this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to collect a whole bunch of smalls off this tree and then show you how I process them so I can start a fire. So, take out your knife of choice. Today's flavor is the Dark Timber Bushcrafter. Not exposed to good dry surface for a fire. Okay? Maybe you don't have a heavy duty knife that you want to baton with. That's okay. I can do the same thing with an axe. It'll stay still long enough. Alright. Now I have 2 fire lays. So what I'll do is I'll get that nasty wet bark off of there. And I have a much drier piece of wood to work with. What this method is for is if, say, all you have is a knife, okay? Alright, and you're not able to cut, you know, large wrist size or larger pieces to baton down to get this dry wood out of the middle. Alright, if I had a saw with me and it was wet weather, I would definitely be cutting logs down and processing them down with either a knife or an axe to get at this dry material inside. This technique is for if you don't have a tool to either cut or chop a larger section of logs, so you can baton, chop, whatever, process it down for, like, say, a 1-stick fire. This is more of kind of a knife only kind of deal. Alright, now obviously I built the fire lay using a saw and splitting these pieces of wood. But you can pick up some sticks, maybe this size, okay, that you can carve the bark off of, or carve the outside edge off of, and lay down flat to get you a dry place to start your fire. But scraping the bark off of these small sticks is actually pretty time consuming, and you only want to have to do it, you know, for one, to practice like I'm doing today, and then if you don't have an implement in order to cut these larger logs down into lengths, so that way you can baton them or process them. Okay, so I'm processing down a bunch of this jute twine. Okay, and a lot of kits I've seen people carry about, you know, that much, about a foot or two. I had about 4 or 5 feet with me. The reason for that is, you know, you can take a few strands like this, put it with some marginal material, and light it up, and now I get you a good go. If you can mix it with some other tinders. But today I'm not able to do that. It's soaking wet out here. I'm not able to really mix this with any dry tinder. All I have is what's with me. So this is about 4 feet of jute twine. Alright, all processed up. Okay? So, we're gonna get some flint and steel out and we'll light this bad boy up, alright? Little trick I learned. It's down at the Georgia Bushcraft Gathering. Sorry, my friend, I don't remember your name right now. I met a lot of people down there. I've got my char cloth on either side of my striker. Come on, little coal, show up on camera. You can see that lit. Also, I want to thank Justin Cook for the big score of flint. That was awesome of you, dude. That was awesome. It's really good flint. Nope. That's not gonna go today. Oh well. We'll try something else in the kit. Okay guys, let's try a little accelerant. Stay there. I did 2 tries with the jute, and this stuff just doesn't want to light. It's still really, really wet. So Let's see if this little bit of nub of candle has what it takes. That's that little nub of candle getting that going. That little nub is actually almost burned out. Excuse me. That's actually the wood burning now. There's a little bit down here in the bottom. Let me see if I can zoom in on it so you can see. There's barely just a little bit of that candle left down there in the bottom. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera. There's just barely a little bit of that candle left. So that's all wood now burning. There we go. Okay, I didn't scrape the bark off of any of that. That's just the stuff I picked up and broke and put on the fire. Not even a really good setup for doing it. This is just throwing sticks on there. Okay, those micro infernos are really kind of a foolproof way of doing it and get my fire going. Didn't scrape any of the bark off of any of this. So, you know, today's just kind of test day for my fire kit with this wet weather, with this wet wood. So, and I think we got it. Was that too much fat wood? Maybe. But I'd rather have too much and get this fire going than not use enough and have to start the process all over again. Just want to thank you all for watching my video today, and y'all have a good one. Thanks.